Okay, I just wanted to speak to you with regards to Joe Rogan getting COVID and his claims about Ivermectin. And I'm pretty sure some of you, if not all of you, have seen that video. Now, this is not this video. Please, YouTube wants me to give a disclaimer, so I'm giving you a disclaimer. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a medical professional, this is not a medical video, this is not recommendation and suggestions, this is just me sharing an opinion. Okay, as a lay person, please do your own research, follow the rules of the country and, WHO and whatever. Okay, so I'm giving you a disclaimer beforehand because I don't want someone saying, oh, he's misguiding me. Follow COVID protocols, whatever, as per Google, YouTube, WHO, whatever. Okay. Having got that aside, now I'll give my thoughts about Joe Rogan, Ivermectin, and that video that I watched. Yes, that's my daughter. See, my daughter is still calling me. See, the funny thing is, we live today in a world of politics, bullshit, lies. And in fact, today, we are living in such funny times where you do not know which media to trust. You cannot even trust the news. Either the news is left or right. In fact, today I put a comment in my WhatsApp group, guys, what is left, what is right, what is center? I don't understand. People are calling me, oh, you leftist, or you rightist, oh, you're in the center, oh, you're far left, or you're far right, or you're far liberal. I don't fucking understand why. What is all this? And then you have, oh, you're watching CNN news, oh, they are like this. Oh, you're watching Fox News, oh, they are like that. Oh, you're watching terrorist-sponsored Al Jazeera. Or you're watching TRT, which is anti-Hindu. Or you're watching NDTV, which is anti-Muslim. Or you're watching what? That Arnab Goswami, who's anti-something else. Oh, this is sponsored by Congress. Or this is sponsored by BJP. In a day and age where every media that you listen to, people have a claim that this is fake news. This is misinformation. This is misrepresentation. Who do you trust? Now, for example, Fauci was the hero. Fauci became the villain. Now, which part do you believe? Wuhan, that laboratory, was made by China. And then you find out USA and China worked together on that Wuhan laboratory or something like that. Then Fauci had sent emails where he's guilty of this, but he's still in power because Biden is there. Then they're pushing everyone to get the vaccine. And then people are saying, no, it's my body. Then you get other people who say, oh, there are side effects. And now you're getting people who were blocked and banned from Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, where they had suggested some other remedy. Their channels got blocked. Their videos got taken down. And now this very truth is coming out. In fact, there was this female who worked with Wuhan or something, Chinese. It was in valuetainment. And they pulled down this video. And the funny thing is, what she said, after 1 year or 1.5 years, it seems it's coming true. So, now what do you believe? Who do you believe? And what to believe? It is so bloody confusing. Now, for example, this Ivermectin, CNN is saying that it is horse dewormer. It's like saying penicillin is a cow medicine. Okay, you start giving these names, horse dewormer and all that. Then the question is, why Ivermectin is there? Why is it being used? Why has it been used on humans for so many years? If it was a horse dewormer, why is it prescribed by pharmacies and doctors? And here's the funny thing. One doctor will say Ivermectin is good. One doctor will say it is rubbish. Some doctors will say our COVID hospitals were empty. One other doctor will cry and say, I've seen so many people die. Then you get these other, Facebook and YouTube posts. So many people died with pneumonia and AIDS. Before COVID, they were dying with AIDS and COVID and heart disease and diabetes. But now nobody is dying with all this. Everyone's dying with COVID. In fact, there was a funny joke. If you had COVID and you went for swimming and a shark bit you and you died because of the shark bite, did you die because of the shark bite or did you die because of COVID? That was really a good one, In fact, the biggest question that I have is, okay, when Joe Rogan got sick, every anti-Joe Rogan or this thing jumped on the bandwagon and said, yeah, you deserve it, you're going to suffer, and now you're going to die, and this and that. And people have, anti-Joe Rogan people are very happy. Lo and behold, this guy, a normal COVID person is 2 weeks sick, or I've known some cases where even 1 month, some cases even ICU, some people 6 months, 1 year. I think this guy, in 3 days, he got better. If you listen to his video and his post, he took vitamin C and 1000 this thing, and he took all sorts of cocktails of all sorts of medicines. And then it seems his doctor prescribed Ivermectin. And he was okay in 3 days. Now, that doesn't mean that if you take, you will get the same results. Always remember, different people, different body, different biology, different immune system, different age group, different, your man or woman, you have health issues. Your body is not like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan also takes TRT, okay, testosterone replacement therapy. His body is totally different, and he's an athlete. Okay, he does exercise every single day. So just keep that in mind. So just, there are plenty of factors, but see, I'm not endorsing Ivermectin, or I'm not saying this or that. But the problem is today information is so politicized. You just don't know who to listen to, who to trust, which news outlet. Like for example, I want you to Google search. This guy's name is Larry Elder. He is running for, I think, American politics in California, in the state of California, where Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor. So Larry Elder is kind of a Republican guy. And California has had some strange laws and all that. Now this guy, if you see, just search this, that this guy, when he was campaigning, a white female dressed like in a gorilla mask took an egg and tried to hit this guy. And then when she was stopped, she assaulted someone and she tried to hit their face, and 2-3 guys came and tried to hit them. And now the funny thing is, this was not reported on any of the main news channels. They just didn't report it. Why? Because he was Republican. But now the thing is, had he been a Democrat, let's assume he was a Democrat and he was black, and a white Republican did it, supporter, they would say racism, they would say, see, that is why we need Black Lives Matter and all that. But because Larry Elder speaks against Black Lives Matter movement, he's black, by the way, if you don't know. And because he's part of Republicans, none of these news channels covered it or reported it. This is the hypocrisy that goes on. In fact, even in India, you have the Modis supporting media houses will only put positive spin on whatever Modi does, while the anti-Modi media will only put what Modi's failure. So you don't know which one to look at. For example, there was this tweet by this BJP supporter, member or whatever. He said, it's incredible under Modi, the economy has grown, I think 24% or something like that. He put 24%. And, if you read that, you feel like, wow, it has improved so much. But then there was a tweet below that said, okay, let's assume the economy was No, he said it's risen by 20%. He said, let's assume the economy was at 24 and it went down to 0, okay, during COVID, and you bought it back to 20. It's still 4 short. So why are you celebrating? How about talking when under your leadership it went down to 0? So this is the problem with the media, and this is the problem with the narrative and politics and all that. You get like, even in my group, my WhatsApp group, I found this video of this Muslim guy being beaten up by Hindu fanatics, physically beating him up with sticks and all that. And I shared it and I said, see, they make him say Jai Shri Ram and all. And these guys who support the BJP and Hindus, imagine students, what they are saying is, this Muslim guy tried to fake an ID and come across as a Hindu and sell illegal stuff. I said, okay, fine, I understand that. But does that mean that the public takes the law in their hands? Yeah, they were protecting the wives and daughters and all. What? I mean, where is the sense to this? Just imagine if they would do that to a Hindu, a group of Muslims would surround. They would say Islamic terrorist. They would say, the same guys would say, this is Islam, this is terrorism, this is why we have to get rid of all the Muslims. So you see the narrative. Now this is the problem with same Joe Rogan's Ivermectin and this confusion. Sadika. So what is the solution? That is the big question. What is the answer? I give you the problem. The answer to this is you have to check both sides of the story. You have to check for, against, and yes, you have to check every angle. And you should not be in love with your own theory. You should not have the mental framework that only I'm right and I'm going to find that information that supports my bias. You know, when you adopt that approach, okay, I believe, for example, I believe in Jesus Christ. Okay, let me check for evidence that supports the existence of Jesus Christ. That means you're cherry picking the information that supports your belief. You're giving legs to your argument, but you're not checking the other evidence that says, no, he never existed. So if you follow that bias, you'll only select what appeals to you and reject what doesn't appeal to you. This is where the problem with Islam or Hinduism or Christianity or Republicans, Democrats, or this is the problem, man. Then nobody is wrong. Here's the sad fact. That means everybody is right. Everybody is right and nobody is wrong. So then what do you do, man? And then I totally hate this narrative where Twitter and Google and Facebook, they censor information. Because the more you try to do that, the more people are going to rebel and fight. We are living in such confusing times, man. Such confusing times. Seriously don't know now what to believe, what not to believe, what to read, what not to read. That is why I tell people in the end, listen, you do your own research and form your own opinions. Don't listen to anyone, don't listen to anything. And end of the day, it's your life, your body, your mind, and you have to pay the price for it. And that's why even people who follow my channel, I tell them, listen, do your own research. I've given you an opinion, do your own research. And without evidence, not subjective. Like, subjective is, I felt the healing of Jesus. I felt Allah. I felt, oh, they healed the cancer. This is subjective. It's only happened to you and people you know. 100 people, if they went and prayed to Allah, their cancer would not be healed. Or pray to Jesus or Lord Ganesha. Or that's why even drinking cow piss, oh, it heals COVID, makes your immunity stronger. All fucking bullshit. Anyway, this is my opinion that I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? What is the solution? This is the, I think, billion-dollar question. What is the solution? Do we have a solution? Anyway, this is what I wanted to share. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, you guys take care. It's me signing off.